Republicans have been warning about the potential security threats flooding into our country from our open and overwhelmed southern border since President Biden dismantled the Trump administration border policies. And here's one chilling example of why. ICE just arrested an illegal border crosser who was wanted in Senegal for terrorist activities. He was first encountered by Border Patrol on October 3rd. Now, after getting a notice to appear in court, he was mistakenly released into our country. Shocker. Another week then went by before Homeland Security flagged to the FBI that he was a suspected terrorist. It then took them another week to finally arrest him in, wait for it, New York City. Casey Stiegel joins us live from our Dallas bureau with those details. Casey.
Hey, Emily, good to be with you guys. This newly uncovered information from ICE highlights the disconnect, frankly, between countries when it comes to sharing criminal information and backgrounds of migrants. In this case, as you said, it was a 29-year-old wanted by Senegalese authorities for criminal conspiracy in relation to a terrorist organization, in addition to a slew of other charges. Yet, when CBP officials ran his name through the system, nothing popped up. So he was released with an NTAOR, or notice to appear on their own recognizance. CBP data in fiscal year 2023 shows 169 migrants on the FBI terrorist watch list were apprehended at the southern border. That's up from 98 the previous year and more than the previous 6 years combined. Officials point out those figures only include the ones who were arrested and that we know about for sure. What we don't know is how many could be potentially slipping through the cracks.
The problem, though, is the 600,000 in the last fiscal year of the known gotaways. That's close to 2 million over the course of the Biden administration. So those 2 million we know nothing about. We have no idea who they are. We have no idea where they are and what they're doing now inside the United States. And that's problematic.
This as a large migrant caravan continues making its way on foot through southern Mexico bound for the United States. Organizers say it has grown to some 7,000 in size, forming long lines on roadways, as you can see. It's not clear when this group is expected to arrive at the U.S. southern border and where they will turn up to try and eventually illegally cross. Emily.
Casey, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Lisa, one of the things Casey mentioned, this highlights, he said, the disconnect between countries. It also highlights to me the disconnect between agencies here in their overworked, underfunded states, and also the fear that essentially anyone that comes over, as long as they get to a sanctuary city, the fear being for us, they're scot-free.
Well, yeah, and you've got Secretary Mayorkas recently saying that there's at least 600,000 illegal gotaways in 2023 alone. So how many terrorists are among those people, right? We're not even, and then even when DHS says that they're vetting some of these people when they're coming, they're not. You can't vet people from some of these countries. I mean, do you think we can just call up the Taliban in Afghanistan or ISIS and be like, oh, is so-and-so a good guy? No, right? Or if some of these Gazans find their way to the United States, can we just ask Hamas, oh, who is this person? That's not how it works, right? And we're already seeing at least 172 individuals on the terror watch list this past year alone, more than, more than the previous 6 years combined. So who have we allowed into the United States? I think it's probably a given that we're going to see some sort of terrorist attacks happen here on U.S. soil.
And Kayleigh, just on Tuesday, Peter Doocy asked Kirby, he said, look, how many are we going to find of these potential terrorists coming over the southern border? Let's watch how Kirby responded.
Has the White House considered the possibility that a terrorist could be in the country right now after crossing the southern border?
Peter, we are always concerned about the potential presence on U.S. soil of terrorists coming from overseas.
600,000 known gotaways just in the last fiscal year.
Yeah.
Is it possible that somebody who wants to commit a terrorist attack during a time of elevated threat crossed the southern border into the United States already?
I couldn't possibly answer that question, Peter.
Oh, John Kirby. Well, now we can answer that question. This individual, we don't know if he wanted to commit an additional terrorist attack, but he had committed one. He was wanted for terrorist charges. But the key here, he was released. Border Patrol had him, and he's released into our interior, and for 2 weeks is roaming around our country wanted for charges of terrorism. This is inconceivable and should be the only tailwind you need for Chuck Schumer to say today in the United States Senate, we are going to pass H.R. 2, Republicans in the House passed it. One of the provisions would drastically limit DHS's ability to parole migrants into the interior. Could have stopped this guy. Let's make it stop the next terrorist. Chuck Schumer, your turn.
We don't know who these people are. Look, I've been down to that border. Go down to McAllen. Go to the airport in McAllen. You will find scads of people with manila envelopes. And on it, written in English, is, I'm going to Chicago, direct me. This is not the way we should be conducting immigration via these non-governmental operations. The border needs to be secure. We don't know who's coming in, and not everybody is a refugee.
Well, I will say that President Biden is meeting with the leaders. He's got a chance today to maybe fix this. Mexico, Panama, Colombia, and Costa Rica. Maybe something will happen.
I'm not holding my breath. More Outnumbered in just a moment. Hey, everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kayleigh McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.